Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, we're going to be using Tiermaker again. Yes, I know, I'm totally obsessed. My last video where I ranked all of the Ordinary's products using Tiermaker, which I'll leave a link to that video up there if you want to check that out, because you guys went mad for that video, so I think you might all be as addicted to Tiermaker as I am. If you haven't heard about the craze, where have you been? It is all over TikTok and YouTube, and basically allows you to rank and categorize things that you love. So I thought, there's so many people have done these style of videos, and I wanted to break it down and look at some of my favorite go-to skincare YouTubers. These are some of the most famous and popular skincare gurus, YouTubers, dermatologists. It's a whole mixed bag of everything we're going to be talking about today, and we're going to be ranking them using Tiermaker. Now, if you're here for the shade, you've come to the wrong place. You might as well leave the chat, because I'm not going to be here throwing a load of shade on people, because do you know what? I have so much of greater appreciation for how difficult it is to get on camera, because honestly, I was a bundle of nerves when I first did this, and so I have full respect for anyone that gets on camera, has their own channel here on YouTube. So I'm not here to shade anyone, just want to share my thoughts and feelings. A lot of people always say to me, have you checked out so-and-so's video on this? Why do you disagree with so-and-so on this video? And I always like sharing in the comments below different channels, and so I thought this might give a little bit of perspective on my thoughts and views towards different channels, and maybe I'll leave a link to all of the channels mentioned below, because maybe you might see some that you might be interested in, and this might broaden your YouTube viewing horizons. Who knows? So let's jump straight on into it. First off, let's run through the categories that we're going to be using. We're going to be calling out the channels I cannot live without. These holy grail, ding, 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 amazing channels that are my literal go-to. The second that notification appears, I'm clicking and I cannot wait. Then we're going to move on to the ones I catch when I can. These are these channels and videos from these channels where I do usually watch them, but maybe not on the day of launch. Maybe I stumble across them and really enjoy them when I do. Then we're going to come to watch but disagree. These are the channels and the skinfluencers who I always watch, because I think it's good to get a broad, spectrum of opinion. You don't have to agree with everything people say. Compromise seems to be a dirty word these days, but I like to look, and knowing I'm probably going to disagree with a lot of what's said, but still want to watch for that second opinion and kind of get just get a second opinion on maybe what my thoughts are on a certain thing. Then finally, we're going to come to the ones that I don't watch. This isn't any shade. This isn't any drama. I've included this category because a couple of people I'm going to include in this category, a lot of people have, thrown a little hate my way as regards to these, and we're going to come on. There's going to be no shade, but there's going to be a few good stories as we go along. So let's jump straight in. Talk about my first YouTube channel I want to call out, and that is James Welsh. Now, I'm doing James first because he is my absolute unashamed YouTube crush. Like, when you see someone and you just every time you see someone upload, you're like quick to click on that notification. That's James. His voice, so soothing. We tend to agree broadly on most things we talk about. I think we come from the same space as skincare. We're both consumers, skincare fanatics, and we have very similar skin types. And so usually the products he likes, I tend to be able to get on well with as well. So it's really nice when you can find someone like that their recommendations are going to match kind of what's going to work for your skin. So James, holy grail channel for me. I absolutely adore him. I love his channel. His voice is so soothing. I'm going to say this is meant as a compliment, but when I hear him talk, it just wants to send me to sleep, but in a good way, because his voice is so soothing. He lives literally in the same area as me here in the UK, so it's nice to call out another UK YouTuber. I've left a link to his channel below, but you've probably already seen it already. But he's such a calming, soothing influence. I had my first full, unashamed celebrity fangirl moment when James commented on one of the videos I did. I actually think it was a video. I think it was on something like slugging or applying Vaseline to the face or something. James has said, oh my God, this is amazing. You need to do it. My video was like, yeah, you really don't need to do that. So a little bit, we disagreed on this particular topic, and he commented on my video. I was like, full fangirl moment. It's like meeting a celebrity in the street or something, and it turns out I'd be rubbish if I actually ever met. So I don't know how I would cope if I met like a real idol like Cher or something. I would probably literally die. But when he commented in my video, I was like, yeah. Kind of felt like I'd made it. Yeah, so full love to James and his channel. Now, I want to keep the positive vibes going, because all about the positivity in 2021. We've got a lot of negativity going on in the world, so let's keep the positive going. And another absolute ride or die must-watch ding 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 channel is Sarah over at No BS Beauty. I love her channel. I discovered it quite late on into this. I was maybe like 6 months into this channel, and I started seeing some of her videos recommended, and I started watching them and was like, Her reviews are so to the point, unbiased. There's no drama surrounding any of her reviews. It's just all about the products, the ingredients, and whether they'll work for your skin. She is such like, you know, when you find one of those warm like souls and characters and auras, if you believe in all of that, and I kind of do, I think people give off an energy, and her energy is bang on, and just so lovely. I took part in her awards show. She's just like an annual like skincare awards show. Sarah, if you're watching, please sign me up. I want to be on that guest list for this year's one because it was so much fun to do, and it was just really nice experience to be able to chat with her and, you know, share our love of, you know, different products and brands. So definitely should check out her channel because she's just amazing. I can't fangirl enough. Now, I want to come on to a channel which I don't watch, but I want to give it a bit of backstory. So, I got read to filth on Reddit, and I don't even read Reddit. I only found out because a couple of people were like, have you seen this link? Click on this link. People were coming hard. It's like a toxic, vicious environment over there. Now, it's probably not like that for all of it. This happened to just be one specific, like, subset of Reddit. I'm not reading everyone over there. I haven't actually explored. It's not a medium I use that much. But I was read and dragged to filth for saying that maybe Naturium and Susan Yara, who's an influencer here on YouTube, should maybe be given a second chance. The products are quite good, and maybe people should give them a second look. Oh, well, they came hard. One person called me a clown. Now, I found that very triggering because I have a full phobia of clowns, so that was uncalled for. But I was like, I'll laugh it off. Thick skin, don't care. But I was like, why is everyone going so mad? And apparently, there's this great conspiracy going around that all the YouTubers here on YouTube are all like busy mates, great friends with Susan, and it's like, yeah, let's get her back in popularity. Let's forget any scandals that have gone on. Let's, you know, increase her name recognition, sales of her brand, and it's all a huge conspiracy. It's a bit like the flat earthers, to be honest. You know, when it's one of those conspiracies, I'm like, where did that come from? What is that all about? Yeah, I'm over that. I haven't actually ever met Susan. I don't even watch her channel anymore. I used to actually watch it quite a bit, but I kind of lost interest over the whole Naturium scandal thing and kind of just, you know, I just didn't pick back up with the content. Have never met her, have never spoke to her, so all that hate, and people started leaving comments and they've been like, oh yeah, another Susan Yara stan on the march, you know, conspiracy this, conspiracy that. Bye, people. Bye. Don't watch. You know what? If you do, keep doing you. I'm not here to tell you what you should and shouldn't watch. I just wanted to include this one because the idea that there's some great conspiracy, well, if there is, I'm not important enough to be part of it. So no one's asked me to conspire. I'm not part of any of that. I just like Reddit. That was my one experience with Reddit, and a bit on the toxic side. So, you know, this clown is checking out of Reddit. Now, no video mentioning anything to do with skincare would be complete without a mention for Hiram, who, you know, has been really kind and generous to me and shouted me out in the past, and I absolutely love his content. He really took, like, skincare to the next level for younger generations. I think they call it Generation Z. I just think maybe I'm a bit old to get these terminologies. I think I'm out of that bracket now. But you know what? He kind of brought skincare into that sort of world, and I watch every single one of his videos, and I love every single one of his videos. But I'm popping Hiram's channel in the watch but disagree category. Not because we disagree on everything, and this is where it comes into seeing like other people's opinions on things and seeing other people's opinions just as valid as yours, even though they might differ. We disagree on a whole suite of things. He loves CeraVe. I really don't like CeraVe. I'll leave a link to my reasons why I don't like CeraVe up there. Really not a big fan. And he really likes Youth to the People as a brand. I tried it actually based on Hiram's recommendations. Was like, I don't get it. The cleanser stripped my skin. The mask that I tried was so overpriced and didn't really deliver anything at all. And I didn't get the hype. And I see a couple of other people have been like, oh my God, I love Youth to the People. I don't get it. So maybe we just have different skin. You know, all skin is unique. We're not all exactly the same, and our skin doesn't all work the same. But that one didn't work for me. He absolutely hates fragrance in most skincare products. I love fragrance. I am all about my Rose by Any Other Name body wash by Aesop. And actually, I think, to be fair, Hiram doesn't have an issue with fragrance in washes particularly. But I love a fragrance in every step of my skincare routine if I could get away with it. I just like that sensorial. But it's great to get a second opinion, and I do love to see some of his unfragranced skincare recommendations, because a lot of you guys do always reach out and say, do you have like fragrance-free alternatives? So his channel is an amazing source if you want that sort of fragrance-free thing. And it won't be a complete list without including Hiram. So he's definitely on there. I'm a full fangirl, and he's been so kind to me in the past. I want to be nothing but kind to him back in return. But we disagree on a fair amount. Now we're coming on to our first Watch When I Can channel. That's from Cyril Laurent, which I have probably butchered that name. My French pronunciation, not great. Not made better by the fact I've got a very thick northern accent as well, so I do apologise profusely for the butchering of that pronunciation. But Cyril's channel, I love his content, particularly when it comes to sunscreens and recommendations. He went hard for the P20 Kids sunscreen, and you guys have been loving it. It's not a product I've actually tried, but I know a lot of you guys watch his channel because you've been saying how amazing it is for your skin and how you've been really loving the texture and stuff like that. So I know he's got a real popular following, and a lot of people that watch this channel do watch his as well. And I love his videos, particularly when it comes to sunscreens, which I think can be a little bit hard to find. He's tried and tested just about all of them, so it's really good to see if there's individual reviews and things that he's done on that channel. A lot of people think there's some great beef between, great drama between me and Cyril. We've never actually spoken. It all came about, I think all of this came about because when before the Purito sunscreen scandal broke, he used on a video called out that he wouldn't be using Purito anymore and said anecdotally he doesn't think it's living up to expectations and it can't possibly give the level of SPF which is required. I came back on a video and said I think anecdotal evidence should be taken with a little bit of a pinch of salt until we have the science. Then of course the scandal broke. He was proved completely right and all his thoughts and feelings were justified. So there is no beef. I actually respect his opinion. I think he's fantastic. He's got a real scientific background which I love. I respect all his opinions. So I think a lot of people in the comments have mentioned things about why I don't reference his channel or there ain't nothing that. I actually love his channel, and he's definitely one of those I watch when I can. Never uploads enough for me. I love his uploads, so the more the better. And when I do see them in my recommendations, I do always click through. Now, we're coming on to Dr. Vanita Rattan. Again, I hope I pronounced her name right, and I do totally apologise. I know she calls herself Dr. V on the channels, which is why I'm not 100% on the pronunciation. But I adore her channel. However, it's very much directed for skin of colour, which I think is great because it's nice that we have those different resources dependent on our skin tone and, what our skin's individual needs are. I didn't used to watch her channel at all, to be honest, because, again, it wasn't really my demographic. Obviously, I'm like Casper the Ghost. When it comes to skin of colour, this isn't me. It wasn't pitching to me. However, I love to make recommendations that are inclusive and accessible to all. And I do have, a lot of people do reach out and say, is this appropriate for darker skin tones or deeper, richer skin tones? And it's her channel's a really great source of knowledge and understanding, so I can answer those questions. So I'm popping this in the watch when I can category, just because you guys often come and say, is this suitable for skin of colour, or could I use this? Does it leave a white cast? That kind of thing. And I always hop straight onto her channel and look and see if she's done a review, and she always has, because it's just a font of knowledge. So I love to reference back. Yes, I don't click on every time it's shown, I click straight there, but I love to reference back to her videos because it's so knowledgeable, and I would totally recommend you check her out, particularly if you have deeper, richer skin tones. Then I think this could be a really great resource and something that maybe is underrepresented on YouTube. So a really great resource to check out, and I would recommend her channel fully. Coming on to Dr. Dre, a fantastic dermatologist here on YouTube. And a lot of people often call out in the comments why, say Dr. Dre did a video on this, why don't you reference that? Or have you seen Dr. Dre's video on this and that? Her channel is fantastic as a resource, and I'd never ever disagree with that. I don't personally watch her channel day in, day out. That's not because of any particular issue, disagreement. Her videos are much more of a vlog style approach, and I don't particularly enjoy vlog videos. That's just personal preference. I don't think they're bad. I think they're really well done vlogs. Just for me, I don't particularly like that vlog style of video. I think it's something totally different. When it comes to skincare, often it is very factual, it's very presentational, give the advice, talk about treatments and product reviews and things. So actually that vlog-like sphere in skincare, I don't think is very well catered for. So I'm really glad that there is a channel that, offers that, if that's what people are really into. For me, I don't know whether I'm just a bit like, I don't have a very good attention span, and I think like a 30-minute vlog video is, my brain doesn't work like that. So I've never really gelled with vlog channels or vlog channels at all. But if that is your thing, I would definitely recommend you check out her channel. Let me know if there's any specific videos of hers that you think I'd really benefit from watching, because I love your video recommendations. Your product recommendations and video recommendations are like always binge worthy, and when I'm in bed tucked up and I think, what can I watch before I go to sleep, I always check your recommendations out. So if there's any of her videos you would personally recommend, leave them in the description box below, because I would love to check them out. Now we're going to come on to a couple of YouTubers who are, I'm going to say in the smaller YouTube category, but actually I think medium. I never know where the line is to be drawn, like between medium, smaller, who knows, but two that I cannot live without. These two channels I absolutely love because they kind of, I say grew up with them. not in the sense that I actually grew up with them, but like the channel, when I started my channel, their channel were of a similar size, and we've kind of grown in size together and content together, and it's been really, really fantastic to watch. Both have been super, super supportive, and that's Matt Randon and Adam Robert Lamb, both going firmly in the must watch. The second they upload, I click, and I always go over to their channel and watch the videos. Matt's videos are super, like, extra. He just takes bougie and extra to the extra level, and we all need that in our life. Those days where you're feeling a little bit like, I don't know, maybe I'm feeling a bit undermotivated, maybe my energy is just a bit on the lower side. Put one of his videos on. Your energy levels. It's like having 18 shots of caffeine. It's like through the roof energy levels, and I absolutely love them. With Adam's channel, again, super informative. It's just that really nice. It's like almost like the opposite. It's the laid back, the chill, very informative. But both of them offer very different things. But both are like go-to for me, and I would totally recommend you check them out. They're both like growing at a fantastic rate, which I absolutely love to see every single day. I love it when channels that, you know, for people that I have actually communicated with. A lot of the people I've mentioned so far, I watch their content, but I don't have that relationship with. Both of these we've communicated, and they're both such amazing, amazing people, and such great, you know, kind people as well, and have given me so much support. So absolutely, every time they upload, I'm there, I'm clicking, leaving a comment, smashing that like button, because do you know what? It takes me 2 seconds, and I want to support them every step of the way. Both absolutely fantastic, and I definitely recommend you check them out. Now, we're kind of coming into the home straight, but there's a couple of people I feel like we need to mention, we need to talk about. Cassandra Bankson is like my acne warrior superhero. So she really, I think, understands acne better than anybody else on the channel, on YouTube, because she suffered with it and continues to suffer with it for like years. And I watched some of her acne videos way before I was even really into YouTube. Just I caught them every so often. It really resonated with me. I was like, her struggles are kind of what I was going through at the time with my acne. Now, my acne is 1,000,001 times better, and Cassandra, I think in her recent video, said she's really got a handle on hers as well, though does still suffer with adult acne as well, which I know how destroying it is for your self-confidence. So it's really nice to have that resource. I love her content. I love her channel. I love the positive vibes she gives off. I'm putting the channel in the always watch but do disagree with. Not because I think, again, it comes down to that compromise is a dirty word. It's not. We disagree on a number of things. I think I love to watch her content because of the scientific background that she gives to all of her products, her recommendations, her ingredient reviews. I disagree on some of her ingredients. You know, some of the ingredients she personally doesn't like, I don't mind in my skincare. I think we agree on fragrance. I don't think she's actually that anti-fragrance, which is quite refreshing because a lot of YouTubers are. And of course, I always go to her for the cruelty-free recommendations. When I was trying to take this channel cruelty-free across the period of like 2020, so many of my recommendations came from Cassandra, because I think all of her recommendations are cruelty-free. I might be wrong on that, but certainly the vast majority of them are cruelty-free. I know she lives a vegan lifestyle, so that kind of fits in with that, which I love. And yeah, just a really great channel. We don't always agree, but I certainly always watch her content and absolutely fangirl hard over it. So there you go, guys. Again, using the Tiermaker. Hopefully I shared with you a few stories, interactions, breaking down a few toxic conspiracies, which don't exist. Conspiracies in fact, I don't think they ever actually exist, but you know, maybe there's the odd one. Breaking down some conspiracies, sharing some stories, and also just sharing some love, a bit of positivity about some of the fantastic creators here on YouTube. I'd love to know. I probably missed out so many, so leave me a comment below with any that I've missed out. I focused on the larger channels that I interact with on a day in, day out basis, but of course there's loads that I will have forgotten. So leave me your favourites and your personal recommendations below, because I love to hear them and read about them. So leave me a comment. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.